All right. First set from Division B. We've got a matchup here between the Dutch team LWS, the 1 seed in Division B, matched up against, I believe, the 4 seed in Division B, Nepo clan, German team. And LWS coming in with an entry rating of 1656, so that's roughly their average 1v1 elo. And Nepo clan coming with an average 1v1 elo of about 1558. So about 100 points elo difference between these two teams. Not sure exactly what the difference is in team elo. Very familiar with LWS. They've been in a number of our tournaments before. I've played with them a number of times. And I can at least say in their case, their 1v1 elo does not oversell their team skill. They're very, very good team game players. But I can't speak to the Nepo clan. But yeah, Division B here. 6 teams in the division, and they'll be using a Swiss system. So a team gets a point for winning a set. Doesn't matter whether they win 2-0 or whether they win 2-1 for the purposes of being awarded points. And teams with comparable points will face each other in future weeks. So every team in the division will play all 3 weeks. And next week, the winner of this set will play another team. Most likely will play another team that won a set this week. All right, so game 1 on Arabia here. Let's look at our civs. We've got, for Nepo clan, Mr. Wallowitz in the green playing as the Ethiopians, teamed up with Pleb Guardiola in the blue playing as the Franks. And on the other side, for the Dutch, we've got Mandatum, and the yellow is the Magyars, Noam in the red as the Britons. Taking a look at these maps, yeah, not a horribly open Arabia generation. Back gold here, that's pretty nice for your archer player. I think Noam will be quite happy with this map. Be less happy if I'm Mr. Wallowitz. The berries are great, but the gold there as an archer player, not ideal. It's going to be very, very hard to try to wall around that, and it's sitting right at the base of a large hill and out front. Not a fan. Guardiola's base is all right, and yeah, same for Mandatum. I think the Cav players both have pretty decent bases to work with here. All right. Well, we don't have anyone going for it at the moment to lame or to scout. It's just deer pushing at the moment. Let me fast forward just a bit through the doldrums of Dark Age, at least until we see some early movement here. What are these anyway? Oh, okay. Yeah, those are new, right? That just came out with the Return of Rome DLC. Is that when we first started seeing those guys? I'm sure there's been plenty of discussions on Reddit about it, but I haven't kept up. I just don't remember seeing those until recently. All right, so we've got, what's this, 18 pop up from our Ethiopians player. 2 on wood, don't go to berries. Your mining camp is your second building. Very common build we've seen. What did this start with? It's like the French players that first started making this popular, Sato and his crew. And but now this is like basically meta at this point. 10 wood. Let's see, we've got 20 pop up from Noam. And yeah, similar build, no mill. Guardiola out here scouting Mandatum. Ooh, can we get some sheep here? Mandatum has that vill there. So those sheep are safe. Well done by him. 19 pop scouts here. Actually, 21 pop scouts from our Magyars player. He's going to opt to stay on 1 lumber camp here. Let's be a bit careful with this lumber camp. This is going to exhaust pretty quickly, and it's forward. But he is matched up against a Cav player, so I guess it's less alarming than it would be if he was up against archers with the potential for a couple archers and a spear to get there quick. All right, Mr. Wallowitz, first up. Here comes range number 1. Let's take a look at our resources here. We'll have the wood for a second range. Just a moment. Noam scouts it out. No surprises there, of course. Not a lot of surprises on King Game Arabia these days, especially not 2v2. Everyone's up. Well, everyone except Mandatum here. We'll see if our Franks player can punish him for that. She only has one vill on the stable. I don't think that's ideal there. I think you do want to have two because timing really matters for getting scouts out here.
Yay.
Over here, we've got both of our Nepo clan players attempting to delay the range. But Noam's got the TC there, keeping him safe. Those two ranges will be up very soon. But these two ranges already up. One archer already produced here.
Okay.
Ooh. Mandatum with the Magyaris bonus. Trying to get this Vill. Nice micro there. That Vill, yeah, will go down. And avoids taking almost any damage. Very nicely done there by Mandatum. Yeah. Guardiola and Wallowitz still looking for some snipes here. Haven't been able to secure any damage yet. And, maybe they could try to get up to that waller. I mean, there are other Vills that could Vill fight. Safe there. 3 scouts. 3rd scout already produced. What are our scout numbers? We got 3 and actually only... Gnome's got a spear in defense. No problems here at all. And is this where Guardiola's going to be sending his reinforcements, right? So they're looking to target the archer player initially. Look at this. Mr. Wallowitz already has 2 archers here. No fletching, however, so I don't think Noam will be too alarmed about these. Noam's got 4 archers in defense and fletching already in. And Wallowitz might try to draw him out here, see if these scouts can jump. Do have slightly more HP with the Franks bonus. But yeah, Noam is playing this safe, staying close to his reinforcements, close to the spear. But I expect that we'll see Mandatum's reinforcements heading over here pretty soon. Where are Mandatum's scouts at the moment? He's going to lose 1 there under the TC to Wallowitz. There's good pressure here by the Nepo clan against Noam. They've got good numbers here. That spear will go down. Noam could be in a bit of trouble here. Where are Mandatum's scouts? Okay, they're over here actually counterattacking. And yeah, fletching just now clicked. I think if Wallowitz had fletching sooner, they had a chance to take a good engagement here and really apply some pressure on that gold, which would have put Noam in a bad spot. Ooh. And Noam's got significant numbers here, so unless they can draw him out in the open or these scouts can get some armor, it's going to be hard for them to put pressure at the moment. Look at this. Mandatum diving. Does lose a scout. If the quick walls can come down in time from Guardiola. Oh, repair. Oh, he gets it just in time. The spear is here to help. Very nicely done there by Blue. Alright. Noam looking to hold this hill. He's got to be careful, though, here. There are scouts. I think Guardiola's a bit distracted trying to defend at home here. He's going to lose a Vill. Does have a spear. You're happy with that if you're Blue. Taking down the army numbers, it's going to make it easier to pressure here. Nepo clan's in a good spot. They're down a Vill, but I think you take that for the... Well, actually, the army numbers are somehow even here. No, man. This is a risk. Really could risk getting flanked here by the scouts. There are no armor on these scouts, however, so... Especially against these number of archers, they should melt. Yeah, they're getting 1 shot at this point. Nicely done there by Noam, getting back to his base without taking too much damage. Mandatum with 5 scouts on the field. Where are they? Okay. So Noam is just playing defensive, buying some time, and Mandatum is just being a pest. Takes a Vill down there. The Magyar bonus really coming in handy here with that free forging. Another engagement here. Noam takes some losses there, fighting at the base of the hill. Could they get the flank? The problem is these archers aren't engaged, so these scouts are taking this on their own. That was a bad engagement there for Nepo clan. Wallowitz perhaps a bit distracted dealing with this at home. He's going to lose another villager here. These raids have actually been really effective for Mandatum. Yeah, it's Pleb. Yeah, no, he does have the blacksmith. I do think if he had prioritized armor here, perhaps... Put him in a good spot. So yeah, some unfortunate micro there for Mr. Wallowitz. Noam continuing to gain an edge in archer numbers at 17 versus 12. And now look at this. Here comes Mandatum. He's actually grabbing Wheelbarrow. Or pardon me. Yeah, Wheelbarrow. And yeah, there's been a 2v1 over here for a while, but Nepo Clan just hasn't been able to take advantage of it. And now they've fallen quite far behind in the Vil numbers, down 8 Vils. Noam not taking the greatest fight there with the hill. He is up on the hill now, but he's going to be cleaned here. Yeah, I don't think that was a good fight there for red. But should be able to avoid taking too much damage here. Scouts are in to defend. Yeah, I don't know why he took that fight, especially with the scouts so close. Could have waited for the scouts. House is going down. I think if you're Nepo Clan, when I try to pressure this goal, it is rangeable from outside those walls. No one might need to think about a defensive tower here on this gold. At least if they start moving in that direction. Does have the defender's advantage. He's taking pretty good fights there. Yeah, in fact, he's so comfortable he's just sending Mandatum off to raid again. Mandatum's got a lot of scouts. If he gets in on Mr. Wallowitz again here, that could be serious damage. Look at that, Mandatum has clicked. He is on the way to Castle Age. These scouts are in, but there's no armor. They're not going to be able to get any damage with go this tight. Not unless they get around the back. This is really where Nepo Clan needs to pressure. That's where they could really punish Noam. But this could be a problem. A lot of scouts. This is wide open. This is wide open. I think Wallowitz is going to be in some serious trouble here. Quick wall's not down in time. Plus, he's working on a hill. They're always tough to quick wall a hill. 1 Vil down. 2 Vils down. Serious idle time. Wallowitz is in some trouble here. Actually, Mandatum heading over here. Not going to pressure the gold. Yeah, Wallowitz not going to be able to click up for a really long time at this point. And Noam has been able to click up. Yeah, that should allow Noam to start catching up in archer numbers here pretty quickly. Yeah, with the hill bonus, with the forging, that lumber camp's going up pretty quick. Wallowitz is going to have to repair. Scouts coming in to try to defend. Not sure if that'll be enough, especially not with... Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's armor on these boys. This pressure continuing. Wallowitz just super idled here. Yeah, gets a couple spears out. Definitely need those spears. 3 spears. Mandatum will run, but the damage... Pretty heavy damage already done. Pleb's dropping. He's going with 3 stables. I think they realize that it's probably what they need to do to survive here. Can't really focus on economy at this point with his teammate taking as much damage as he did. Gonna have to hope for military numbers and try to snowball that into a victory. Wallowitz heading back toward his base, but still a long, long way off from the castle stage. I think this tech advantage for LWS is just going to be too much. Light Cav upgrade already in here for the Magyar's player. If these get in, +2 attack, Light Cav. It's going to be some serious damage. Is this open? This is open, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh, that hurts. That hurts to see. Oh man, that hurts to see. Mr. Wallowitz has been able to click up. These are Magyar's Light Cav. Yeah, they're going to win this fight. There are some knights out, so Guardiola will be able to clean this, but that's a lot of time spent off gold, especially when you're going for a 3-stable opening and trying to spam knights. That's going to really kill his production. Losing Vils as well. Look at this. Vil numbers plummeting here. LWS taking a sizable lead. Mandatum dropping a 2nd town center, producing out of 2 stables. And over here, Noam now pressuring this gold. Where are the archers for Chihuahua? So, okay, here in defense. Manages to get those knights walled out. Still wide open down here. These archers are going to break in on this side. He's off gold. Can't continue producing archers. Doesn't have expo yet anyway. These knights are going to get in. Oh boy, this is almost certainly GG at this point. I don't see how they recover from this. Plus, these are Britain archers with the range. Yeah, this looks very bleak from Mr. Wallowitz. This, I think we'll see the GG called here. 22 Vil difference. Tech advantage still there. Now there aren't going to be numbers for Expo. Yeah, Mr. Wallowitz just on the run at this point. Some help arriving, but too little too late. Game 1 looks in the bag here for the Dutch. Should be a clean here, though, on the archers. Mandatum's knights, where are they? Okay, they're over here chasing down refugees. This will be a clean, but the thing is, LWS still has even military numbers. Third TC here coming down for Mandatum. I think they get sniped by this scout here. Oh no, sorry, that's Noam scout. Never mind. Second TC coming down for our Britain's player. So yeah, huge eco lead at the moment for LWS. 40 villager advantage, and neck in terms of military numbers. And that only continue to bloom because Wallowitz is going to be very, very hard pressed to continue production right now. Mandatum going to try to break in here again. It could just come in the top. It's wide open. No fletching on the TC, so with +2 armor, you can camp into this all day long. LWS just in such a commanding position right now. Although we will see if Guardiola can get some significant eco counter damage there. He's going to attempt to raid Mandatum. There's a hole in the wood line here. Could come in there. They would have to do serious eco damage. Mandatum still being walled out. Nice defense here by Pleb Guardiola. Mandatum still not realizing that this is open here, but I think he clicked in. The knights are starting to path that way. Ooh, well done by Mandatum. Notices the hole in the wall, gets that walled up. And yeah, here come the knights streaming in through the top. It's going to be 1 TC for eternity here for Guardiola. Third town center now coming down for Noam. These knights should be able to get in here. Oh, if Mandatum's going to be able to keep them all out. Nicely done. This is getting ugly. And the archers are here as well. There it is. GG is called. And, boy, what was the turning point? I mean, I guess it was when the scouts come in here. Late feudal age Mandatum scouts, and they just really wreaked havoc. I think there were definitely some chances for Nepo clan to press their advantage. They had this 2v1 situation here, and they just couldn't do anything with it. I think they could have been more aggressive, especially if they had made a point to pressure the gold. Pressuring the gold is a lot more important than pressuring the berries when you're up against the archer player. And I think another thing, if Guardiola prioritizes getting armor at that point, so they could take a good engagement. And then there was a little bit of mismicroing too, like when the scouts engaged Noam's archers without the archers in support. But I mean, a lot of those mistakes were sort of forced mistakes forced by Mandatum's pressure. Mandatum did a really good job distracting at home, picked Vils on both players during feudal age. So yeah, very well played by LWS. They'll take game number 1. Wow, yeah, brutal KD there for Mandatum. And yeah, massive eco disparity as well. Wallowitz, his eco was just idle for so much of that game. All right, on to game number 2. Steppe. All right, here we go. Mandatum dropping the TC immediately on the berries. Looks like that's what everyone's going to do here, except for Mr. Noam. He wants to prioritize wood and gold, so he's going to drop his TC here. It does mean delaying your TC a little bit, but I mean, what gets up weapon is 6-7 seconds later. We'll have to see what the TC's going. Oh yeah, for those unfamiliar with this map, nomadic start. You do start with all these extra houses here, so no need to build houses initially. Get that TC up. You don't have a scout, but you do have a horse. And absurd amounts of hunt in the middle. So what are we looking at for civs here? Oh, yeah, that TC's up. That TC's up. I missed the time difference. Kind of curious to see that. Okay, so Noam playing as the Chinese, pretty common on this map. Get the extra civs off the rip, right? Yeah. Get the 2 extra civs off the rip. And without the idle time as well. Bill decided to stop walking. Take some tusks in the back. Noam? Noam? Woohoo! Scare me there, friend. Okay. Yes, Chinese, awesome on this map. And teamed up here with Huns. Yeah. Why Huns in particular? I mean, maybe just for the stable production bonus. You do get a lot of aggression on this map. There are some options I've seen in 2v2 players attempt to fast castle, especially with like Spanish. Not uncommon to see that. But it's not typical, especially if players want to try to take advantage of the hunt. So maybe the fast producing stables is what Mandatum has in mind there. On the other side, we've got Goths here for Guardiola. Thought with Goths, I'm guessing it's going to be some heavy Drush or men-at-arms play to try to kill deer or snipe villagers out in the open, which could work, but you're going to have to get that damage in quick because I think you're going to have really fast up times from LWS. And then over here we've got the Japanese with cheaper lumber camps, cheaper mills, so it does let you take more advantage of the deer. Yeah, I think I probably favor Huns Chinese here a little bit. But I'm very eager to see how the Goths play this. Could be pretty fun. First mill coming down now for our Huns player. Noam already has a mill out here as well. Looks like it's been scouted. Ooh, he's going to lose the horse. Yeah. Wallowitz is going to lose the horse. That's unfortunate, especially since they're going to want that scouting intel for what I assume will be a men-at-arms or Drush play here for Blue. Blue needs to know exactly where those vills are that he can go out and kill. I mean, one tough thing with using men-at-arms just to kill deer is, whereas in 1v1 it's not uncommon for these villagers to stay out here partway into feudal. From what I've seen in 2v2, people tend to go out here, harvest in Dark Age, and then head back pretty quickly at the start of feudal. So, killing deer, if you're not doing it until the start of feudal, not clear how much value you're getting if the other player's not planning on taking the deer anyway. Mandatum going for a pretty aggressive mill here. Or no, okay, he's already got 2 mills. He's clicked up, going for 20 pop, 21 pop for Noam. And yeah, they're going to have considerably faster uptimes. Ooh, it's going to be double men-at-arms. Eric's coming down here for Mr. Wallowitz. I am worried about the timing, though. The Chinese are going to be up so fast. We're going to see archers on the field so quickly. Can the Drush, can the man-at-arms get damage in before the archers are on the field to clean them? 21 pop, uptime for both green and blue. There's the barracks. There's the first militia. I assume we're going to be getting one here from Mr. Wallowitz. No, with some good scouting, you can see him flaring the location of the hunt and the location of the TC. He's going to keep an eye on that hunt. See if he heads back to the barracks to check it out. Yeah, that's exactly where he's going. Really well done there by Noam. Oh, no flags are up, though. Yeah, so Noam actually doesn't spot the men-at-arms coming in. First range already coming down here. Yeah, we're going to see the stable all the way up here. Ooh, I like the timing, though, here. I think the Goths get some real damage in. Here comes the men-at-arms upgrade. I think they need the horse over there, though, to block Vills. They want to get... Oh, no, he's going right by the mill. Okay, there's the horse. The block. This could be some good damage. Nicely done there by Guardiola. Really nicely done. Click faster. The battle of the clicks. Alright, that is one Vill down. Men-at-Arms already getting some value. Noam not heading back. He's going to stay out here. Continue hunting. He's able to wall out the Drush. First archer will be produced here. I'm surprised Wallowitz isn't going for these Vills out here in the open. He's not going to get much value out here. He's got to be careful about getting trapped. I think you want to get out that way, but I think had he pressured that mill, could have gotten some really good value there. Yeah, these houses, the yurts, have no armor, so it's actually not a bad strategy, I think, to take those with men-at-arms. Second stable already coming down. Oh my goodness. Noam, how's he doing on food? I mean, Mandatum. Yeah, confident he can produce out of 2 stable here with... I think he has no hunt, so... Does he have the food to produce out of 2 stable? Okay, I was going to say, yeah. If that spear had been there a bit sooner... I think Guardiola probably wanted to get that spear there a bit sooner to help engage that. Where on earth did those men... Oh gosh. They're getting trapped here in the corner. So, are we getting skirms here? No, we are getting archers, but this could be a problem. This could be a problem. I think Wallowitz needs to get these back here quickly. Archers are coming in. Fletching is in. Spear is here. This is a good fight here for blue. That's a lot of HP off those scouts. A lot of HP off those scouts. Coming back out to hunt. What's the follow-up, though? Yeah, this is scary. Any Vills go down here? Nope, all the Vills survive. What is the follow-up, though? Just spears? Yep. I think if you... Yeah, if they notice that he's only... More men-at-arms. Wants to stay infantry. Yeah, I think if Mandatum scouts this out and realizes what the play is, you have Noam's archers come over here, and you got to really put some pressure on the Goth player. Market coming down, so they, I guess, want to abuse their way up to Castle Age. Problem is, there's no safe access to stone, so you can't be thinking about castles and Huskarls at this point. I like the walls here by Mr. Wallowitz to defend against the scouts. That gold is pretty exposed, though. He's got to be careful there. Might honestly need a tower at some point here to survive. Might be good to finish the wall up there. Still no fletching, though. Thank goodness that TC fire there. See if you can quick wall the gold. Uh-oh, this Vill gets caught out in the open. Woo! Nicely done. Really nice quick walls there by Mr. Wallowitz. Yeah, but some serious idle time here. Lots of Vills under the TC, in the TC, and now the pressure's on. Yeah, 2v1. It's gonna be off gold for a long... Oh my gosh, it was open. Oh, rip. Rip, rip, rip. Yeah, this is not looking good now for Mr. Wallowitz. Again, under a lot of pressure, much like game 1. And he doesn't have much support that can be offered him here. We've got spears harassing the wood line, but the damage output on those is so minimal. Get the men-at-arms over here, though, to pressure the hunt. Yeah, no stable. There's nothing that blue can offer by way of support right now to his teammate. To pressure the wood line here. That's probably what we'll see Noam do. Noam continuing to hunt really heavily, so his food income, yeah, is insane. 1,000 food right now. He clicks up to Castle Age. Castle Age getting pretty close here for blue. In fact, if blue had a market, which he's now trying to drop, could have been up sooner. Floating with quite a bit of gold. Yeah, this is, Gonna be a problem for green. Oh, no, I'm actually backing off. Okay, no, he heads back, and there's a hole in the wall. Oh man, this is not ideal. Oh man. Blue has clicked, but the damage green is taken here. Pretty serious. Down 29 villagers. And where are all these scouts head back? Scouts looking to clean this. Actually forces a tower. A lot of scouts, though. No upgrades. Mandatum's going to take it, despite there being 2 spears in the mix. Not sure you want to take that without upgrades. Yeah, if you're blue, pressure this. You've got these men-at-arms. Ooh, could pressure this. There's no archers here in defense. I take that back. 3 archers there. Yeah. I think Noam expects something's coming here. Sending these archers to defend. Nice job by Guardiola keeping this scout alive. Identifying where his opponent's located. But he's had these spears in the men-at-arms. He's had chances, I think, to cause damage on the hunt, but just hasn't been able to take advantage of it. The archers are here, should be able to get the clean, and Castle Age is in Expo, 20 seconds away. And look at that. This is dirty. Kept the archers hidden. Mr. Wallowitz doesn't know where they are. There's going to be Expo. And they could just camp right here. Just further idle that wood line. We still have 8 scouts, right? So looking for a sneaky back way in. Not going to be able to find it on blue. But could still get in on green. Wide open on this side. With light cav upgrades. Wallowitz knows these archers are back here somewhere. But not sure exactly where they are. Right after he leaves, though, is when Noam comes. This is unfortunate timing for Mr. Wallowitz. These are going to be on top of his gold. He notices it, comes back to defend. He does have numbers here. Thumb ring coming in already for Noam. Thumb ring before Bodkin. Don't see that often. Yeah, nice micro here by Noam. Going to be walled in. Finish the wall. Alright, so Wallowitz does get the clean. And Wallowitz actually managed... Oh dear lord. Oh. Busy microing against the archers, and meanwhile has lost all of his wood. Not even +1 armor on these, though. Might be able to clean them. Yeah, Knight's in for support, but Eco is just devastated. 26 bills. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And the archer's now going to try to pressure the Goths player. Goths player still... This is unfortunate, having all your stone out for it. But this is pretty typical for Steppe. If you have your berries there, and most of the mineral kind of generates in a semicircle around. Very common to get forward resources. But I think without Huskarl... Yeah, I don't know. Huskarl might be your only hope here. Let's see if we can get a clean. I don't think so. Noam's got enough archers. Good micro there. We all know how well Half. Actually, Noam stops microing it. Ooh. Good damage here. There's still 18 villagers behind LWS. Hard to see any way they lose this game right now. Alright, he's getting this TC on stone. Can he collect that stone quickly enough? Make something happen with Huskarl. Meanwhile, over here, Mandatum still hasn't noticed this. Losing a lot of vills on the wood line. Oh, man. Here come the scouts looking for some more damage. They're just going to dive under the TC. Let's see if Pleb Guardiola notices. Hasn't noticed. Doesn't garrison the TC. This is going to be ugly. Just scouts at the moment, though. They're +1. But, blue... Busy microing some... Okay, no, he notices. Sending Bills back. Actually, hasn't lost any yet. 1 down. Maybe some severe idle time. Is there a hole here? Yes. Another Bill goes down. 3rd Bill goes down. Get 4th, I think. Plus the idle time. Plus he's off gold. He's got another gold mine up here, but... Up a house. Basically a 20 Bill advantage at this point. 2nd TC down for Noam. 2nd TC down for Mandatum. Our Goths player is going to have to carry very, very, very hard here. They're going to have a chance, but I think LWS knows this, and they're now going to try to apply pressure on him. Yeah, this would be a good spot to pressure. You've got the gold here. You could really compromise. Only 9 stone at the moment, so castle to stop this aggression is a distant dream. 3rd PC from Noam as well. Mandatum did take some damage, though. Only 40 vills. A lot of vills killed by that one sneaky little knight of Pleb Guardiola's. Yeah, now they're in on the gold. Guardiola doesn't have the numbers to defend against this. Ballistics on the way for Noam as well. It's continuing to stream in here from Mandatum. But Guardiola going to have to relocate. Does have 3 TCs, so could redistribute some bills up in that direction. It's going to be off the farms. Without that, certainly can't continue producing knights. Alright, Mr. Wolowitz is here. Problem is, let's see. They can get enough blue knights down here. They might be able to trap this and clean this army. Blue does have ballistics, though, which is going to be an advantage in this fight. Great numbers for green. Mandatum able to break out, though. I think actually probably would have been better there for yellow to just run with those knights. I mean, they're so far ahead in production at this point, though. They just... Their main goal is just try to idle the ecos as much as possible. The Nepo clan does have the military lead. So maybe... Just maybe if they can find a way to take advantage of that, they could generate some kind of comeback here. But I mean, I think that's the only win condition, right? Is try to snowball with military numbers. Eco's so good, though, here for Noam. He's going to be able to produce all day long. He's already on 4 range, adding a 4th town center. Yeah, they're going to have to be... They're going to have to find something here. Some kind of crazy aggression. Maybe even think about going really heavy to stone here. Try something like a castle drop here on yellow. Monk defense here by Noam. Does he get a conversion? Good archer numbers here for Wolowitz. 29 archers. Only 15 at the moment for Noam. Look at this monk. Micro god, but he dies. A lot of extra value thanks to ballistics there. $40 villager advantage for LWS. Bunch of bills coming forward here. What are these bills for? Doesn't have the stone for a castle. I'm not sure what he's going for here. Meat shield. Villager meat shield. This could be a good clean, actually, for Nepo clan if they can focus on the military. Ballistics on the way here as well from Mr. Wolowitz. Is there a way they can make this 1 TC play work for Mr. Wolowitz? I guess Noam quickly catching up here in archer number 16 archers queued at the moment. You unqueue some of those, buy some food, sell some wood, balance that eco a bit, get up to imp. And then game over with Arbalist. Fourth town center coming down here for Guardiola. Still only 2 to stone. Surprised not trying to make that Huskarl transition, especially since the Knight player had taken some significant damage. But Mandatum's done a good job stabilizing. Already up to 33 farms. And basically even in villager numbers with his blue counterpart. Alright, pressure now coming down on Mandatum. I think this is definitely where you want to pressure. I mean, look how open this is. And that's exactly where Wallowitz is heading. Chance for a real good damage here. Noam clicks. Forward castle. Beautiful castle. You know where the enemy's military is located. A lot of archers numbers coming in here. It actually could be a clean. Could be a clean on Nepo clan. And if it is, I think we'll probably see the GG. Yeah, these knights, unfortunately, not engaging for a while. They really got hung up on that yurt. And that will definitely be a clean here for LWS. Nepo clan. Nepo clan cleaned here. And Wallowitz with absolutely no hope at this point. Pinned in, castle on his face. Imperial Age on the way here for Noam. Noam even stealing some of his gold. Yeah, 40 villager difference at this point. Continuing to add more stables. I don't think Goth Cav is going to offer the rescue they need here. Noam's eco is crazy right now. The res. He'll be able to afford everything the second he gets up. Yeah, and enough to drop another castle. Be even more aggressive with the second castle. Put it right here. Or right there. Take the last remaining gold, which is left in here. How much? Where's his archers, though? Okay, over here pressuring these knights. Gotta be careful. Doesn't want to lose these archers before he gets the imp upgrade. I don't think Guardiola has enough to clean those. This castle's not going up. Not yet, at least. A nice deny by Wallowitz. Noam being a little over-aggressive there. Let's see if Blue tries to jump on these before the upgrades can come in. You have to take this fight, right? Indeed he will. Mandatum a little bit out of position at the beginning of that fight. No, I'm not even trying to micro here. Might have been distracted. Yeah, I think he was busy over there. Losing a lot more archers here than he should have. Or needed to. I mean, they're obviously still fine. LWS still in a very, very dominant position. Arbalist upgrade is in. Bracer upgrade is in. Chemistry almost in. Like I said, Noam able to afford absolutely everything. Selling food like a maniac. That castle's up, and Mr. Wallowitz, not long for this world at all. Guardiola's got a good eco. 100 fills, and getting a lot more damage here on Mandatum. Mandatum is in a not in a great spot, but the thing is, Noam can carry all day. Wallowitz in a terrible spot, and the thing is, these Arbalists will dominate against Knights, so I wonder almost if you're Noam, if you just pressure blue here. Wallowitz basically out of the game at this point. Could just go and just wipe blue off the map. Even kill town centers with Arbalist here. It's a good counter raid by Guardiola. Spreads out spiderwebs throughout the base. A lot of damage to be had here. A lot of undefended villagers. Get these knights away from the Arbalist there. Guardiola really, really giving a go of it here. Look at the vill count. LWS still in a great spot. It's going to be basically a 2v1, but is there a way Guardiola can make it essentially a 1v1? By taking Mandatum out of the game, dropping a castle here, I think we actually want to be even more aggressive with that castle. Why not just put it here? You've got huge military advantage at this point. These Arbalists deny the castle. Mandatum's eco is in a bad spot at the moment. And where's Noam's archers? He's got 70 of them. Great value right now. Man. Yeah, Wallowitz. 0 TCs. 0 TCs right now. Now, Guardiola could get up here to Imp. The rules of the tournament permit the Imp player to sling to the Castle Age player. But he's just putting all of his eggs into Knight production at the moment. Yeah, man. Mandatum's Eco not in a great spot, but it's not Wallowitz. That is Wallowitz's Eco. Where are all these archers? Clean Arbalest with some light cav. If they path like that, he can't. He'll get the clean. Man, Guardiola has played a really, really good game given the situation they're in. Yeah, this pressure will be clean though. Another castle come down here from Noam. He'll be able to tread this down. Imperial Age, not really on the radar yet for Guardiola. He is buying, so he's clicked. But I think he'll be tread down before he has a chance to get up there. Still 51 Arbalest on the field here for Mr. Noam. Eco difference 47. So yeah, even with all that damage, the eco difference really still in the same spot it was beforehand. He'd buy a hell of a lot of time there. This castle will not last long at all. Yeah, it doesn't have the stone to drop another castle, so yeah, what do you make here, though, if you're Goths going up to Imp and all you have is Cav Tech? Right? Aren't Huskarls your only option? Especially with the Cav player really weak. I mean, Huskarl spam at this point could have, I don't know, probably was the only win condition. I don't know if there was any win condition with how far Nepo clan was behind here, but yeah, these guys get in. These skirms are all clean. Wallowitz only have 49 bills. It's going to be even less after this advantage. Have to think we see the GG here. Nepo clan obviously don't want to give up, especially in a tournament game. You're going to stay in longer than you will in a ranked game. But with Wallowitz out of the game and Guardiola staring down the barrel of this kind of pressure and teching into Palb here, there's just absolutely no way to deal with this Arbalest Tread Mass. And Wallowitz down to 40 bills, 3 military. He's completely dead. Victory armor coming in, Anarchy, so yeah, does want to try to get Huskarl. Yeah, probably just needed to find a way to tech into it sooner. I don't know if there was a way to tech into it sooner, but point stands. Almost certainly too late to tech into it now. Shrubs will clean this castle quite quickly. Ooh, nice raid here, though, by Guardiola. Noam can definitely afford to lose some villas, though. Sitting at 140 villagers. Crazy amount of resources. With that goal, you're an imp, you can sling your Castle Age teammate. I think sling your Cav teammate up to Imperial Age here. Producing Halb right now. Does have Huskarls here. Where are they hanging out? Okay. It's the gold situation. Guardiola. This gold is exhausted. Where on earth is he taking gold? Yeah, there's some back here. That's an unfortunate spot. Look at that generation. hard to get around. Half of it's covered by woodline. Actually, Cavalier added in for Noam. I guess no need to sling your Cav teammate up when you're gonna just produce Cav yourself. Alb absolutely melting. Are some Huskarl, but you've got Cavalier now to match. And these are not elite. GG is called. Well played. Well played. Yeah, so what was the deciding factor in this game? I mean, it had to be Feudal Age, right? Wallowitz getting 2v1 here. I think the sort of all-infantry strat with the Goths, it has some potential, but it's just so hard to pull off. You got to really have some things break your way. In particular, I think you have to be able to catch a number of villagers out in the open and impose damage on them. Because if you don't, you get in exactly the situation where there's scouts and archers, and they can just 2v1 one of the players. So, yeah, I really like the unorthodox play. Very fun to watch, but it is very hard to execute. This map, I think in a lot of ways lends itself pretty nicely to your kind of Arabia meta. And yeah, that was the problem. Wallowitz was just really behind from the start, took so much damage, was idled off gold, lost a ton of woodline vills. And then, you know, that meant Noam Mandatum able to get up to Castle Age really quickly. Noam in a really dominant position. And yeah, Guardiola sort of fighting a 2v1 throughout almost all of Castle Age. Did put up a hell of a fight. 207, 207. Love symmetry. Wow. Yeah, look at the eco difference. That's crazy though. Mandatum only had 8,000 more res than Wallowitz. Guardiola's raids, they were legit. All right. Well, LWS takes their first set of the tournament 2-0 over Nepo clan. We don't yet know who these teams will be facing next week, but we will know by Sunday. Sunday will be when the final sets for week 1 are played. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the games, and we'll see you guys soon.